Enslaved?
Yeah, a bunch of those Legion fucks dragged them off right away. They were headed east, if you're feeling heroic.
I'll do what I can.
Don't act like you'd be doing me a favor. I don't give a fuck.
What happened to the town?
The Legion happened. What the fuck's it look like? Like what? Later.
He's so calm for that later. A sledgehammer. Who has their kitchen and stove upstairs? Kitchens go downstairs. Sensor modules.
Did you see that? That crazy bitch just attacked me out of nowhere.
No, I didn't. What'd you do?
No, none at all. We've been traveling together since I picked her up a few days ago, and she's been friendly this whole time. We'd actually been flirting a little when she suddenly pulled a gun out and began yelling at me to hand my caps over.
Wow, you're really bad at
Now that
flirting.
I think of it, though, she laughed when I threw her my money. I think what she really wanted was my Lucky Charm necklace.
What?
Yeah, every once in a while you can find a cap with a blue star on it. They're pretty rare, so I started collecting them. Once I had enough, I made a necklace out of them, since I thought they were lucky.
Speech 50. All sorts of nasty people are looking for caps like those. You'd be safer if you got rid of them.
Really? I had no idea. And here I've been carrying them all this time, never knowing how dangerous they were. What do you think I should do with them? Bury them or something?
I can hold on to them for you. I'm not worried about the people that are looking for them.
They're all yours. I sincerely hope they work better for you than they did for me.
7 Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps. Yeah, man, you don't want that. You should give that to me. That's what you should do.
Don't worry. I won't have you lashed to a cross like the rest of these degenerates. It's useful that you happen by. I want you to witness the fate of the town of Nipton, to memorize every detail. And then, when you move on, I want you to teach everyone you meet the lesson that Caesar's Legion taught here.
That's not how you say
Especially
Caesar.
any NCR troops you run across.
What lessons did you teach here?
Where to begin? That they are weak and we are strong? This much was known already. But the depths of their moral sickness, their dissolution, Nipton serves as the perfect object lesson.
What exactly happened here?
Nipton was a wicked place, debased and corrupt. It served all comers, so long as they paid. Profligate troops, powder gangers, men of the Legion, such as myself. The people here didn't care. It was a town of whores. For a pittance, the town agreed to lead those it had sheltered into a trap. Only when I sprang it did they realize they were caught inside it too.
You captured everyone?
Yes, and herded them to the center of town. I told them their sins, the foremost being disloyalty. I told them that when legionaries are disloyal, some are punished, the others made to watch. And I announced the lottery. Each clutched his ticket, hoping it would set him free. Each did nothing, even when loved ones were dragged away to be killed.
You killed innocent civilians?
Ha! Innocent. Hardly. Cowardly, though. They outnumbered us, yet not once did they try to resist. They stood and watched as their fellows were butchered, crucified, and burned. One by one, they stood and hoped their turn would not come. Each cared only for himself.
I'm gonna say I'll do as you ask, back up like 10 feet, and then grenade him.
Then I bid you Wale. Until we meet again.
And a Wally to you too, sir.
You pay for that.
Wow, his head is tough. Are you serious right now? Wow, yeah, okay, his head was barely hanging on. The Scorpion just came up and said, F this crucified guy, and killed him. Vilified? I killed a Scorpion. For your overwhelmingly monstrous behavior. Oh, I'm so monstrous. I killed people that crucify people. Ooh hoo hoo. So monstrous. Alright, let's see. Tab, items. In order to heal a crippled limb, sleep in bed, find a doctor, use a stem. It's hardcore. Yeah, we've already gotten... Do I have a crippled limb? I didn't even realize it. I guess I do. We'll come back to that. Items... You've equipped faction armor. Faction armor disguises you as a member of that faction. Members of that faction now consider you a friend, while enemies of that faction will attack you on sight, regardless of your faction with them. Any rep changes that occur while wearing faction armor still affect your character. Security personnel such as guards and watchdogs will see through your disguise. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's use the bed at one of these houses real quick. And that'll fix our broken arm somehow. This game has rippers? Oh, how fun. A throwing spear. Pretty nice that the opening grenades killed 3 of the enemies. Actually 5. It got the dogs too. Sorry, dogs. Let's see. You didn't take the dog hat? It had bad stats. There, I took the dog hat because you complained, but it has bad stats. Game crashed. Unreal Logic. See that? I loot the dog hat and the game crashes. This is y'all's fault. Ah! My leg! Dang it!
Hello there. It's good to see a friendly face.
My leg's
Almost
falling
took you for
off.
a raider
Excuse
act.
me.
Name's Malcolm. Malcolm Holmes. Don't suppose you'd care to trade. I'm missing a few essentials and... screw this. Lying just ain't in my nature. I'll tell it to you straight. I've been following you for a good bit now.
Why?
It started off innocently enough. I was traveling, as I often do, and happened to observe you picking up one of those blue star caps. You didn't show any reaction to it, so I figured you didn't know what you'd gotten your hands on.
What's so special about these caps?
There's an old wasteland legend that says somewhere out there is a fabulous treasure from before the war. Those caps with the blue star on them, the tale goes, are the key to that treasure. They're called sunset sarsaparilla stars.
So you collect these caps too?
Nah, I gave it up years ago. Too dangerous. And even if I did still collect them, I'd tell you the same. There's people out there so mad with the idea of treasure that they'll attack strangers just on the suspicion that they have some of those caps.
What kind of treasure are we talking about?
No one knows. Money, weapons, water. It is, or maybe was, something of value, and that's enough to get people motivated.
Where can I find more?
All over the place. The easiest place to find them is unopened bottles of sunset sarsaparilla. You'd think they'd all have been picked clean by now, but somehow, new bottles keep appearing in the machines. Some say it's old Festus that does it, hoping someone will finally collect enough caps to earn the treasure. Other than bottles, you'll just have to scavenge. You can find caps in the unlikeliest of places, and blue star caps are no exception.
Can you take a step back? Like, my leg's falling off and you're really in my personal space. Who's Festus?
It's said that the treasure is guarded by a man named Festus, and he's the one who asked for the blue star caps. It's also said he's been around since the war, standing a lonely vigil, waiting for someone to come and take the treasure off his hands. That'll make him pretty damn old, but I've met a few people in my travels who claim they actually met him, and they weren't the lying type either.
Thanks.
No problem. If you do end up trying to collect more stars, watch out for a man named Alan Marks. He's killed several people for their stars already.
Now, what I was trying to do before that guy got in my way was, sleep till my leg reattaches. That should do it. Weird rules in this game, but I'll take advantage of it. And then go back in here. Hold on. Game's doing that thing where the mouse is leaving the window. Alright, fixed. That'll do it. Locked hard. Why are you running? Don't want nothing, don't start nothing. Now some of you see why I was so excited when I looted this item. I was like, oh, this game has these? This was one of my favorite weapons in Fallout 4. Okay, real talk. I've seen a lot of people mention like, oh, I liked Fallout 3, or I like Fallout this. I don't know where New Vegas fits into the timeline. Like, is New Vegas Fallout 2, 1, 0.5, prequel? I don't know. I would love to know. Critical strike. It's hard to know which hit crit because that does so many hits. It's 3.5. Okay. So there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, but then New Vegas fits between 3 and 4. Okay. Today I learned. Thank you. Putting that away mainly just because of the noise. I worry that repairing that is going to be a pain, but... Toy car. I'm going to take that just because maybe it's rare. I haven't seen one. Wait, am I in a school? It's like chalkboards. There's a desk. Yeah, I think I might be... Oh, rat roach. Oh, delicious. Town hall. No, I was not in a school. I was in a town hall. I guess they hold classes here from time to time. He's like, look what I can do. Whee! You don't really have to aim when you're doing 20 attacks per second. What's something that heals me? Let's eat that for a bit. Oh, that goes back down. Okay, go back. Potato! I trust in the potato. No! Potato, help! Dang it! Dude, I can never spot these things. Everything's brown. I'm not gonna use 30 healing items. I'm just gonna limp back to that bed. But all games are separate cities, that's why it doesn't affect each other. Alright, here's a question. The player. Is this the only game where you don't play someone from a vault? Once again, I've only played Fallout 4. No, yes. Immediately, no, yes. Conductor. Fallout 2 is not a vault dweller. Okay. Is Fallout 2 the Tunnel Snakes rule meme, or is that a different one? That's Fallout 3, okay. Okay, much to learn. Uh-oh. I am encumbered. My armor is almost broken. I could use the Legion armor if I'm forced to. Just didn't want to deal with the weird mechanics with that. Single shotgun. Damage 5, DPS 21, DPS 14. Caravan shotgun, 3.5 times 7. Does 24 DPS. Single shotgun. Does way more damage for a single shot, but longer reload, so it's worse in that regard. Oh, I will take that. No, encumbered. Oh, that didn't do it? Need lockpicking higher to mess with that. Big Book of Science, Mentats, Mayor Sten's terminal. Energy cells. Laser pistol! Future weapons today. That's a temporary thing. But hold on, oh. I thought the energy cells might reload this thing. They don't. I guess they just go with the energy pistol. That laser RCW, it needs EC packs. Guns increased by 3. I know those are temporary, I just wanted to get them out of my bag. Alright. Let's, Programmer's Digest. Let's figure this out, and then I'll need to save it. Robco Industries Unified Operating Systems. Prison Break. Tony was kind enough to build this terminal and set it up for me, all for 30 caps worth of Rosie. Ha! The life of a mayor suits me just fine. I'm glad I didn't go any further east. I'm making... That's funny, because we saw the Tony's terminal, and he thought he got the good deal. The life of a mayor suits me just fine. I'm glad I didn't go any further east. I'm making plenty of caps right here off Rosie and Sylvia, who attract plenty of interest from troops at the Mojave outpost. Yes, you spend enough time standing around that backwater and you're ready to hop on something that looks like a mole rat and doesn't smell much better. Dude, I'm actually wondering if Rosie and Sylvia are humans, or if they're like robots, or if they're like cows. Because like the further down the line you get, the funnier this gets. Guess you spend enough time, blah, 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 blah. And the local shops are all giving me a percentage of sales to the troops because it's my girls who bring them in. Ha, they think they're Shrewd negotiators for getting me to accept a 15% cut instead of 20. Another year in this dump, 2 at the most, and it's back to the hub for me. Maybe I'll run for office there. Ha. Mayor Joseph B. Sten, don't that look official? Prison break. Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. High Roller. A promising development, if I do say so myself. It seems things went to hell at the NCR correctional facility north of here and escaped prisoners roaming free. Sounds like a bad thing, and it would be if not for the political acumen and interpersonal alchemy of yours truly, Mayor Joseph B. Stain, Esquire. I too added Esquire to my name. I sent the gems out to make contact with the prisoners, or powder gangers, rather, they insist on this name, to let them know Nipton's open for trade with free turns with the girls as door prizes. Ha, you know they went for that deal. As sold by Little Jim anyway, a Big Jim RIP. I see a lot of potential here so long as I can keep the NCR troops and powders, ridiculous name, from running into each other and shooting it out on the streets. Luckily, the troopers only come at night, double entendre. So if the powders will only come during the day, again, double entendre, I'll have them coming. Third time the charm. And going. Yours in confidence, Mayor Joseph B. Stain, Esquire. Yo, this guy is writing in his diary, and he's like, I'm hilarious, and just like, banger, another banger. Testing. I can hardly believe my luck. Literally, I'm agape. Just how I was approached by a rather intense young man calling himself Mr. Fox. Yeah, right. When we were alone in my office, he let it be known that he's a member of Caesar's Legion. He knew NCR troops and powder gangers often spend time in Nipton. It turns out the Legion hates and wishes to make an example of both groups. The NCR for obvious reasons, and powder gangers for harassing Legion trading parties on this side of the river. I didn't have to think for a moment about Mr. Fox's proposition before accepting it, which he didn't know was going to trap the whole town, not just those people. All I have to do is convince the powders to kidnap the NCR troops at night. When both groups are in town, the Legion boys will scoop everyone up. Ha. For this simple task, I've been offered 8,000 caps. I could almost go back to the NCR right away, but who knows how much else I might make off this Legion lackey. I'm going to start stockpiling some supplies in a safe house between here and the Mojave Outpost, just in case I decide to head back home in a hurry. Very exciting. Signed with a steady hand on the keyboard, Super Mayor Joseph B. Stain III, Esquire. Dude, he's like me. He just keeps adding more to the name. Okay, hold on. Base. So there's a hidden base between here and the outpost. And then they ended up burning him on a pile of tires. Reset connection. I don't know what that does. Average. I cannot open that door. Desk. Bobby pin. Leather belt. Oh my god, 4 strength, 4 stam leather belt. Since I can't lockpick that door, I'm not sure I can do anything more in here. Is there any stats I can use get it level up that increases my carry capacity? Probably strength. Yes, it increases how much you can carry. You know, during none of my level ups have I been able to change this screen. How often, if ever, do you get more stats to play with? Does anyone know? Ooh, ammunition. I'll take that. None aside from implants. None? Just silver-tongued, weak-armed man forever then, huh? That sounds about right for me. You could take a perk that increases them. Oh, I think I remember seeing that perk. I can't do that. It's like in D&D. In D&D, every 3 or 4 levels, you get a stat increase. Okay, alright. Chat, I'm going to save it here. And this is the end of our first session of Fallout New Vegas. Definitely want to continue this. I am having fun. It runs pretty well, aside from the 2 times it crashed, but the game launches really fast, so it's not that annoying. Like when, for example, Assassin's Creed Valhalla crashed, it took like 10 minutes to boot that game back up, so it sucked when that game crashes. This game, it's mildly annoying, but it's not that bad. And, you know, people have memed so much and for so long about it crashing that, you know, most of it, you just laugh it off. So that's good. Other than that, you know, this guy is just waving. Other than that, yeah, had a good time. Going to save it here, and we will pick it back up from here next time.